Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and today I'm going to try and see if I can solve my Switch case dilemma with the iVoler Deluxe system case, of course for the Switch. For full transparency, before I get into this video here where I plan to unbox, overview, and review this as well too, I want to say that I was sent this by iVoler twice, technically. The first time they ended up sending it to me so I could do this video for you all, and what do you know, the post office lost it. Like, I checked the tracking, it shows it was delivered, I didn't get it. But they were nice enough to let me try this out again, so they ended up giving me a coupon code to get this for free. If you want to get it, there will be a link down below in the description to Amazon, where it retails for $30. But they're able to give me a coupon code where I was able to get this for free, again, for the review on here. So thank you, iVoler, for that, and I just want to be transparent with everyone in regards to that here. But before I get into this as well too, I want to explain why I accepted this case as well. I get a lot of offers to check out different accessories, cases, what have you, and there's actually been several nicer Switch cases that I have declined because I've said, your stuff is too expensive. I can't fairly market this unless I come out and say, this thing is a good case, but it's not worth it at all, like the 75 or 100 bucks you're going to be charging for it. I'm not even kidding with that. So in regards to this right here, I'll show you what I have. My first case I ever got was the Switch Messenger bag. And nothing, it does the job, but that's if I'm only bringing the Switch and it has some limitations. Like the little case itself is really only for the Switch and the Joy-Con and of course your SD card in the game. In regards to that, everything else, you know, I'm going to have to carry a separate bag for that, which I don't want to do. In comes my second solution. Now, W had sent me this case, and before anyone says, oh, I'm promoting them, you can't buy this case anymore, and it's so annoying, because I've tried to recommend it to people, but you can't buy it. And this case is pretty good, but I'm going to tell you all the downfalls of it. First of all, right here, you can fit in, you know, your accessories up top, 16 games, your Switch with the Joy-Con attached, the comfort grip right here. I still have not figured out what this little compartment is for. You all might be thinking, oh, well, it's obviously for the charger. No, it is not. So the problem is here, you cannot fit the charger, and you cannot fit the dock in here. Now, I have fixed one of these issues, and by that, I mean, I have a shrunken dock. So I ended up getting one of these cases, I took apart one of my docks and put it in here. So this works out for me. So the only thing I cannot bring with me is the charger, which, unfortunately, that's not really going to be what many people will deal with. Many people really don't want to take apart their dock, so they will probably have the original dock such as this, which is great for the most part, but obviously it's not going to fit in here with everything else. So the issue you're now going to run into is, you know, if you're a typical user, you can't fit your dock in here, and you can't fit your charger, so you have to bring them in something else. What I've done is I've done the double bag solution. I normally go places with my backpack, or just carry it with me, like if I'm going to work, if I'm going over to someone's place, whatever it might be. Now, the way I have solved this has been through the double bag solution. Again, the only thing that I can't fit in here is the charger, so what I do is I put everything else in here, and the charger I just throw into my backpack, and I throw this into my backpack, and I'm ready to rock. Again, it's not an ideal solution, but it is a solution nonetheless, but you cannot buy this anymore. I have an unboxing and an overview of this case, but you can't buy it. Like, this company doesn't make it. So therefore, here comes the iVoler, or Voler, I guess how you say it, case. Let's go ahead and check out what it has right here. So first of all, it holds the system and protects it holds and protects the system. Section compartment secure screen with 2 Joy-Con, Nintendo Switch dock, Joy-Con charging grips, an AC adapter, interior mesh pockets for other smaller Nintendo Switch accessories like extra Joy-Con, 18 game cards, an HDMI cable, Joy-Con straps, etc. And it says durable 1680D hard shell case for maximum protection, comfortable carrying handle. So it does come with one of those on here. Aside from that, anything else on this? No, not really. It looks eerily suspicious to the Nintendo branding stuff, but I don't think that's a coincidence at all. So, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. What I'm going to do here is, let me kind of move this a bit out of the way. There we go. Here we are. Alright. Maybe I'll just kind of have it at this angle for you all. So, first of all, you know what? Because I don't even really need this. Do I want to rip this apart? Maybe. Possibly. Okay, I'll be nice about it. Let's take this off here. Let's go ahead, remove this. And again, I'm really hoping this will be like the ultimate case which I can recommend for you all. Alright. And there we go. Well, this thing is big. Pause. But this thing is big. But again, if this can hold everything, I will be extremely happy. Let's go ahead and take a first look at it. And open it up here. And there we go. So as you can see up at the top, we have slots for 18 game cards. They seem to be quite tight as well too. We got the mesh right there. This is looking like a seatbelt, honestly. I don't ever use these straps, so I mean this seems to be, you know, your typical strap and such where you can put it on one side and you put this on the other side right here. Alright. And you just carry it around like so. Like you can strap it onto your shoulder and all that. That's cool, but again, I don't ever use these. So I'm going to take these off. Because again, I won't use it. So there we go. Strap for me at least is useless. For other people, I'm sure that's going to appeal to you. Right here. Join the iVoler community. Go to iVoler.com to become an iVoler member. Thank you. We'd love to hear from you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll hear from me with this video. Then everything else, just the compartments here. So really not too much fluff, which I really do appreciate. So let's go ahead and fill this thing up and see what we can get in here. Alright, so first of all, it looks like right here, this is where 2 Joy-Con attached to the comfort grip would go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my extra Joy-Con here. Well, there we go. Kind of put them there. Seems like they have a lot more wiggle room there. I guess I wish that was a little bit tighter, but oh well. Second, we have the dock. Here we go. The original unmodified dock. Put that in like so. That is snug as a bug in there. Fantastic. Next up, we have our Switch with Joy-Con attached. There is a game in there and an SD card, so I guess technically we can put those in as well too. Right here, it looks like we have 2 identical but kind of flipped ports right here for the charger, so what I'm going to do is kind of put this in the side here. How does this go? Let me see what they're showing on the photo. I guess, is it supposed to go like that, where it's kind of going to stab up top, or is it supposed to go like so, where it's going to stab the bottom? I'm not sure on that, but it looks like, I guess we could try it like so, where here, we're going to kind of have to crunch the cable in there. But it looks like it should fit, for the most part, just fine. Alright, so let's do one of these numbers, if possible. Kind of stick it in. Alright, and you know what? It works. I really wished the prongs here, this is for the actual AC adapter, I wish they were the ones that you could flip inside. That'd be really nice, but you can't. Oh well. So everything fits there. So you have this extra space here, which I don't know what exactly you can use for. Maybe I'll just put the extra dock in there for giggles. And then up here we got our mesh, so let's see what else I have from the old case that I'm going to transfer over. Looks like I have all of my extra Joy-Con straps here. So I have one for each Joy-Con. I'll kind of just put them in on the side. Can I? Maybe. It might even be good if I put them in here, so realistically I don't need that extra dock because not that many people are really going to have, you know, a slimmed down dock, and I don't know why anybody would bring 2 docks for one Switch, but whatever. HDMI cable, I kind of just put in right there. I could crush it down a little bit, which, I guess I will. Let's pretend that's crushed down there. There we go. And now let's go ahead and transfer over all my games that I have. Alright, so one thing I'm just looking at right now that I'm not a huge fan of is, unfortunately, as you can see, I have a couple Switch games there. Problem is, I don't know what games they are unless I really know my library, so I have to, like, reach up and grab them out like so. As you can see on this case, I can kind of make sense of what they are from the icons, but on this one, I cannot. So that's just kind of a heads up. Might be obvious to some people. It didn't really hit me until I actually saw this here, but oh well. Still all good. Alright, so there we go. I now have all my games in here. Now, you might be asking, why do I have those extra slots? Well, those just for extra games I have, which right now, Human Fall Flat goes in there, but that's inside of my Switch. Pokken Tournament's supposed to go there, but I'm letting a friend borrow it. And I did not have anything in that port right there, because again, I used to count for bringing 16 physical games, not 18. So it's nice. Once I get Pokken, I can put it back in there, and then I can just pick another game from my collection, put it right there. Aside from that, though, let's go ahead and see. Oh, seems to work well enough. Okay, so the only thing that's really moving around in there when I shake it is, of course, the Joy-Con straps that are on the left side. Of course, it is heavier as well, too, but you know what? This is nice that now, if let's say, you know, I need to go somewhere and wherever I'm going, I either want to bring my Switch or need to bring my Switch with me, I can literally just have everything in this one bag and just carry it like so. I have 18 games ready to go, excluding any digital ones I have. I have my console, I have extra controllers, I have the charging grip as well too. Only thing is, of course, you can't fit the Pro Controller, which actually... Let me see if you can fit the Pro Controller in here. That's a good question. Alright, so let me go ahead and take this out, put the Pro Controller in. Oh! Pro Controller ends up fitting. I guess we want to put it in upside down, we can, but you can fit a Pro Controller in there if you really want to. Still pretty comfortably. Still enough where you could do that. So that's also an alternative as well too, which am I going to do that? Maybe, possibly. I really don't use this comfort grip, to be honest. So I guess another thing you could do as well too is let me kind of move this over, strap this in. I'm really trying to set this up like the way I would be using it, because here's the thing, now for the review portion of this, I am going to use this for a few weeks, just as my main thing. So let me go ahead. I can't really fit those in there, unfortunately. Can I fit them in on the side here if I do this? Kind of, so... I still don't really like that, though, to be honest. So, normally I don't bring the Pro Controller with me, which is fine. So, you can fit the Pro Controller in there and then uncomfortably finagle your way with the other controllers here, like with the other Joy-Con. I'm going to choose to not do that. That's my own personal take, personal issue on that, I guess you can say. So, let me go ahead and unlock this. That's all fine. Again, so this is going to be my setup. Let me just get it up one more time so you all can see what I'm going to be doing. And I do plan to, you know, take this around with me and all that stuff. The other thing I thought of when I was going to grab the Pro Controller, let me get everything back in here, there we go, is since this says iVoler, it's obviously not, you know, official Nintendo brand. It's not, you know, Switch branded or anything else. For anybody who is worried about, you know, like just advertising, hey, I have a Switch, I'm carrying around a Switch, you don't really need to worry about that with this. The only real hint is like, maybe people can tell it's a game case of some kind, maybe they think it's some type of other case, and then you have, I don't know, the red right here, which just looks, it's just an accident, it looks cool, I guess. But no, it doesn't explicitly say it's for the Switch, or it's for a Nintendo console, or it's for a console. I know that's one thing that people had brought up with my messenger bag unboxing and overview, where they said, oh, well, that's cool, but also there's kind of an issue of carrying around a bag everywhere that says Nintendo Switch on it. So if you're worried about that at all, you don't have to worry about that with this branding, thankfully, because there's really no hint at it. So again, one more take. This is pretty much what my setup is going to be. HDMI cable right there, 18 games. I'm bringing around my 2 Joy-Con that are attached to my Switch, my 2 extra Joy-Con that are attached to the comfort grip, dock, charger, and my extra Joy-Con straps right here. So, again, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to take me a few weeks, but thanks to the power of editing, it will be within a few seconds here. So that is going to be my next thing. Now that I've done the unboxing and the overview and given you all my first impressions on it, I want to use this thing for a few weeks, and then I'm going to splice in my review right here. Oh, and I almost forgot, there's one more thing I want to transfer over. I do bring this around with me just in case I need to clean the screen or something, but a microfiber cloth. So I'm just going to kind of put that in right there. And now there. At this point, everything from my old case has been transferred to my new one. So we're upgrading out here. Let's see how this works. Alright everyone, so I've been using this case for a few weeks, and I want to give you all my impressions and my actual review of this. So first of all, this is how it looks. You know, the case, it looks, you know, just has, you know, finger marks and all that stuff all over it. No discernible or necessary wear on here, I would say. Everything seems to be fine. Let me go ahead and open this thing up. So this is how it's going to look on a normal time. As you can see, I did mess with this a little bit here, but if you just have the stock charger as is and leave it there, the cables you can only bunch up so much, and they're going to get loose, and then they're going to kind of, you know, go all over the place here, unfortunately. So your cable will just kind of stay right there, and it'll probably push your controller forward. If you have a comfort grip with the 2 Joy-Con, this should be fine, but if you have a Pro Controller, you might want to look out for that. As for this, as I showed, I really just used it for an HDMI cable, but this goes into my first con with this. I don't know why they have two of these slots. Like, if you want to bring two chargers, I'm not sure what it is. This just had the way I set mine up. Maybe somebody would have a better way of setting this up, and if you do, let me know. I want to know what your setup would be. But that's my first con. I don't really know why there's the two identical slots right there. My second con on this would be the games. I do love that I have access to 18 physical titles now. 19, I guess, if you have one in the Switch. I also like that they are really tight and snug in there. I don't like that I cannot see what the games are, so I know which games are where, but if someone has to go through them, they have to go through every individual game. So, oh, that's the Binding of Isaac. Oh, this is Disgaea 5. Where's your Mario Kart? Oh, that's not Mario Kart, that's South Park. Alright, what about this game? That's Super Bomberman. So, there's no way of seeing what games you have through the mesh. All you know is that they're little Nintendo Switch cartridges, and that's about the only thing you can confirm on that, unfortunately. Aside from that, nothing's really been violently shaken up. Everything has seemed to stay in place pretty well. Yeah, even though these are a little bit loose, I really don't mind that, and it hasn't had the Switch bouncing around everywhere. I've definitely taken this different places with me, either with the case itself, or putting this all into the case, zipping it up, and then throwing it into my backpack, and everything's been fine. So my final verdict, do I recommend this? If I paid $30 for this case, I would be totally happy with it. Again, I would still be kind of confused on why there are the two pockets here, but I agreed to look at this case because when I looked at it and I saw how much the company was selling this for, I said, you know, this is a case that I would probably buy. I didn't feel like spending the money at the time, but if I was a new Switch owner, and I really needed a case that would house everything, I would be totally happy with this for $30. So if you are like me and you're looking for something where you can just, box everything up as is, and you can take it around with you, and you just open it up, and you have your entire Switch and a good amount of your library ready to go, this is a great case. And for $30, I cannot recommend it enough. And again, the views in this review are my own, the opinions are my own. This case was provided to me by iVoler for free for this video, but even so, if I didn't think this case was good, I would tell you all this case is not good, which is why I also aired out the two cons that I had on here. But aside from that, I think it's great. I don't really have much to say about, the way it's designed. I'm not a fashion designer. I'm not really a fashion person. Plus, as I said, this could be kind of a bit of a positive for you because you're not walking around advertising Nintendo Switch. You're advertising iVoler, and I'm sure not that many people are going to associate that with the Switch. So again, would I recommend this? Absolutely. If you're interested in getting one of these cases, I'm going to have a link down below in the description where you can pick one of these up. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, a like would absolutely be appreciated. If you hated it, a dislike is fine too. But let me know what you think of this case, what your thoughts are, and if you're thinking of picking one up. I'd like to know.